Hello ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you again to this channel. I thank you for your support, and everybody is very important in this platform. I also welcome the new subscribers. Feel at home, and if you want to stay informed always, this is the right place for you to be. I appreciate you so much because we are looking forward to more steps of growth together. And for more information, stay tuned inside here. Previously, for those who have been seeing my videos, you know about what I talked about, but right away the headlines everywhere is demonstration, demonstration. But yesterday, the prominent political commentator named Dennis Itumbi made some headlines claims regarding the Mombasa meeting, which was held by Azimio la Umoja leader Honorable Raila Odinga. And this meeting was not attended by everybody. It was attended by Raila Odinga, Kisauni MP, and the other fellow Luo members who are in Mombasa. We might see this as something that has a hidden agenda, but at least things have been revealed, and it has come to a limelight right away. Though Dennis Itumbi is claiming that maybe it cannot be a reliable or a clear information to rely upon, but at least it has shed light in our eyes, and we got information about the Mombasa meeting. Dennis Itumbi made claims about the meeting, and through the HNIB, in length, Hustler Nation Intelligence Bureau, he had disclosed some information about the hidden agendas of that meeting, which Azimio la Umoja coalition is making some forcefully demands from Kenya Kwanza, and they are planning something that it is destructive against the government. Regarding the Mombasa meeting, Raila attended, and other Luo people who were in Mombasa. The meeting had 6 agendas, and the agendas are confirmed on Twitter account, on official Twitter account of Dennis Itumbi, which he retweeted. I will read them directly. The Hustler Nation Intelligence Bureau (HNIB) agents are reporting that Raila Odinga chaired a Luo community meeting in Mombasa. The meeting was attended by selected MCS and Kisauni MP. Sorry. The meeting designed and agreed on a chaos and mayhem strategy in the coast. The meeting agreed to target children as part of the strategy. In quotes, if we bring exchange with the police to schools, we get attention from the international community and pressure on Ruto increases. Another one, the meeting agreed that select MCS in Lamu, Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, and Mombasa would get 8 million shillings each to manage the 3-day protest. Then we have started attracting support from the UN and other embassies. We just need more emotional deaths, especially children, and we will get Ruto and his team to to be removed. As Raila plans the demonstration, he has sent emissaries to select Kenya Kwanza appointment with 3 demands. And so, the meeting also had the 3 demands. That one, a one-off payment of 10 billion shillings. 2, a job with the European Union. And 3, IEBC reconstitution. Then it is so declassified. Ladies and gentlemen, we can see from the retweet of Dennis Itumbi, we see that as much as the government is duly prepared to face the demonstration that is expected to start tomorrow on Wednesday, the Azimio la Umoja is also firm on their stand, and they are making haste to use any possible means to make these demonstrations successful. We can see from the agendas that Dennis Itumbi had just retweeted on his Twitter account, especially when you start from number 3. The meeting designed and agreed on a chaos and mayhem strategy in the coast. We see the Azimio la Umoja coalition and every of their agendas, they are never calm, they are never patient. And we see that if chaos can be made and if they can cause dramas, then they can achieve what they want in a short period. That is how they believe. And if we go to number 4, the meeting agreed to target school children. By the way, sincerely speaking, the school going children are very innocent to be involved to this maandamano, and using small children as a target or using them as an object to acquire sympathy during demonstration or to be granted what you require, then that one is not something that we can recommend, because if you can compare the target that Azimio la Umoja is using, targeting schools, if we bring exchange with the police to school, we get attention from international community, sorry, and the pressure on Ruto increases. Azimio la Umoja coalition is trying to create dramas, since when students or pupils will be stopped from going to school or children can be injured, then they believe that the international community, the support that they are claiming from the outside Kenya or the foreign countries, can have sympathy on them, since several organizations can chip in because the lives of the children have been endangered, and they are thinking as if the government is never clever enough to put a break on the students not to attend schools for the remaining 3 days. Of course, they will never succeed, because as we are talking right now, today has been the last day for the students to attend schools until next week, when the weather will be calm and everything have been settled. And so, the Azimio's plan to indulge in shedding innocent blood of children of this new generation that we are expecting them to be very important in the coming years will never succeed. Even if they are targeting schools, students will not be in school starting from on Wednesday. Teachers will also not be in school. And so, if they want sympathy from this international community outside Kenya through destruction of schools and other institutions that can lead to learning, then they will never succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we see Azimio la Umoja has several strategies that is silent, but we thank the government is doing clear investigation on and revealing what they are planning to do. And we see they are having false promises, because if we can look right away, starting from the campaign period, this coalition has spent a lot of money. And after elections, we have been having several demonstrations, campaigns, meetings, and we see this costs some money because they cannot run everything without spending. And it means that they need funds. And the funds that we are talking here, it is money. And when we come to this agenda that they were they were agreeing upon, the meeting agreed that they select MCS in Lamu, Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, and Mombasa will get 8 million shillings each to manage the 3-day protest. Then I guess there Azimio la Umoja is too broke because they need money, and 8 million shillings to all these counties. And it is not only these few counties that have been mentioned here that will be involved in the demonstration, but we have also other places that are willing and are interested to support the same thing, though it is anti-government demonstration. If we can compare this amount of money and what they are having now, maybe these people are broke, because if we can remember about where we are going to, that one is the demands or the conditions that Azimio la Umoja has given to the government. One of the conditions is a one-off payment of 10 billion. It means that the coalition is very, very broke right away, and it is demanding 10 billion from the Kenya Kwanza so that they can at least ease their temper. And if they are demanding 10 billion and yet they are saying they can fund the MCS from these areas like Lamu, Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, 8 million shillings each, that they can manage in 3 days for the protest, then this one is just a game, because if they need money urgently, then it means they had given the government the conditions as 1 day prior to the demonstration. And since the government has not donated any amount, it means that these were empty threats. And we can see the last one, they in quotes, we have started attracting support from the UN and other embassies. We just need more emotional deaths, especially children, and we will get Ruto and his team. Ruto and his team on the table, the meeting was told. My good people, following this statement, and it is a quotation, we can see that the Azimio people are actually playing some tricks here, but maybe it cannot succeed, because if they are using sympathy, they want the outside nations, they want the people who are not Kenyans, this includes the UN and other embassies, to have sympathy on them. And saying that we just need more emotional deaths, it means that if we can count the lives that have been lost during demonstration this year, then it means that Raila Odinga is not satisfied with the actual number of deaths that are being witnessed in Kenya. He has been pretending this week that they have lost so many people during the demonstration. Others are nursing their injuries, and he is condemning the government, especially the police, for using excess powers to the demonstrators. And how comes they need more emotional deaths? It means the more emotional deaths that are targeting here, this includes the children going to schools, students, the innocent young generation. And we can see through deaths and blood that is being shed in Kenya, it means Raila sees this as a benefit on his side, because if you need deaths, especially for children, to make the Ruto's team to be on the table, then it means that The deaths are advantage to Raila Amolo Odinga, but I don't know how they will benefit losing more lives and shedding of blood, especially when they are targeting schools. I don't know how they can benefit. But briefly talking about the demands that this Azimio la Umoja coalition has demanded from the government, number one, that is a one-off payment of 10 billion. That one is something that can never happen because right away Kenya is under economic crisis. Things are very, very worse on our side. And I don't know if the government can volunteer to just give the 10 billion shillings to the opposition just to make them stop talking about the demonstrations. That one cannot happen. And if they demand money, it means they are broke. And that one cannot be possible. We can see a job with the European Union. That one even is not something to be talking about because a job with the European Union cannot affect anything in the government of the day. Talking about job in the European Union, in Kenya, many people are jobless. Even nobody is caring about this thing to do with jobs in the outside nations. People are struggling to have their lives at least in the safe hands. And this demand of at least giving him a job in the European Union, then this one is a baseless demand. And the last one, IEBC reconstitution. It seems like sometimes it is unfair or fair to someone who has not been given an opportunity to do something because if we can remember in the past regime, it is it was the duty of the president to at least elect the four IEBC commissioners who were termed as Cherera 4. And if we can clearly see the roles and the responsibility, the duties of the president, the former president Uhuru Kenyatta, he appointed the four commissioners. And why is it not fair now for His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto to appoint his own IBC commissioners just as it should be done? Why is the opposition also claiming that IEBC should be reconstituted? Why? It is because they just want to have a hand in the IEBC making, and for that they think they can have their own advantage in the ruling out of elections and other things. They are claiming that, but if the previous regimes have been doing what is right, then it means the opposition should also stay behind and relax as His Excellency President William Samoei Ruto also appoints the four IEBC commissioners because it is right. It is not something to do with politics. It is his duty, it is his responsibility. And according to this information that has been retweeted by Dennis Itumbi, we can just see that these people are posing threats to the government. And we don't know how this will turn out to be on Wednesday, but kindly send me your opinions, your comments, and I will respond to them. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for staying calm, and you are all welcomed. Good day.